speak with the patient right now. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So, like I said, some of this is kind of fun, but
See,
because...
that's not even how it works anymore.
Oh, really? This is what I just did.
Like, I don't have...
Oh, this is different. This is all that they sent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Will you bring him back here?
Mm-hmm.
This paper. You need him to...
Do they have to sign it? Because I think they don't have to. It's just a disclosure. Well, you better tell them at Harborville because they say no.
That's basically why.
Yeah. You can have a seat here for me. The door here. Alright, you can have a seat there too. How are you today?
Fine.
Good. Lawrence, I do need you to sign this. There's no charge for anything today. So I wrote that there.
Okay.
But this is just saying that, you know, that we did tell you
Okay, I
that.
see that down there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So what brings you into hearing on
Well,
that?
you sent me a letter in the mail,
Okay.
and figured I'd come get a free check.
Are you
Simple
having
as.
any problems hearing?
Little bit.
We have a head shake over here.
Well, she claims I
Either can't hear or he doesn't want to.
All right.
One
all
of
right.
those.
Well, we'll find that out today, right? All right. What kind of thing?
When we're in the car, she talks to me, I gotta say what, because she seems like she's
Okay.
turning her head away from me or whatever.
Okay.
But I think I might have waxed much.
All right. Do you know anything about Hearing Unlimited?
No, do not.
All right. Well, let me tell you a little bit about us because I think it's important you know who you're working with. Okay. We've been in the Pittsburgh area since 1949, so just a few years. We have 4 locations, and there's 8 providers. The hearing loss, bingo, that's a big one. I had to be up there yelling 24, you know, for them to hear me. So it can cause some tension and frustration. But as I furthered my education in audiology, I learned how hearing loss is taken lightly. So that's why I became an audiologist, because I want to help people through their hearing health care if I can.
Good.
Okay. So today, hopefully I'll educate you a little bit about hearing loss and test you and see where we're at. No questions. Is this the first time you're having your hearing tested?
Yeah.
Have you noticed a decrease in speech clarity and understanding when people are talking to you?
Tag guns and grinders and
Right.
that
All
kind of
the
stuff, right?
Did you ever wear hearing protection?
No,
Okay.
knee replacement's just getting better now.
Okay. Good.
I have a pacemaker defibrillator in me.
Okay.
I've had, not stents, but I've had angioplastic a couple times
Okay.
way back.
Okay.
It's been 30 years since I had the heart attack that I had.
Okay. Are you a diabetic?
I take metformin for it, yeah, I'm not
Okay.
a blown diabetic, but just to control it.
Okay. Any numbness in your fingers or dexterity concerns?
No, they work pretty good.
Any other medication?
Well, I take blood pressure medication, I take cholesterol medication, I take diuretic pills.
Have you seen a higher incidence of falls in the past 5 years?
Well, I fell on the ice last year, first time I just stripped on the ice and
Okay.
floated. You
So
know,
it was-
not
it was
falling down, it was just,
It was
I
external.
walked around the truck and way I went.
Right down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ice could be
It was
bad
pretty-
thing.
It was pretty bad for about 2 months. And breaking it, but I bruised them pretty good.
You take a look in your ears, okay?
Sure.
Nice and normal there. Same thing there. Good. You just have normal wax, nothing build up. I can see your eardrum. Looks normal.
There's something in there.
Have you had any active drainage in your ears in the last 90 days? Any pain or discomfort in? All right, so let me show you what we're going to be doing today, okay? I think it's important to know what we're testing and why we're testing. So this is an audiogram, okay? So this is where I'm going to plot your test results. Have you seen an audiogram before?
No.
All right. These numbers down here are the different frequencies or pitches that I'm going to be testing. So low pitches to high pitches, okay? Kind of think of it as keys on a piano. If we take this and break this in half, and we look at just this side, these are the lower pitches. So men's voices are usually lower pitch of the hearing loss. Okay?
Okay.
So do you have any questions about this?
No.
All right, so this is where I'm going to plot the results of how loud sounds need to be for you to hear them. Okay? I'm also going to look at how well you can process the sounds that you hear. I always like to look up here at my graph and kind of show you the pathway that it all takes, okay? So the sound waves come into your ear canal and vibrate your eardrum and move the tiny little bones inside your ear and go to your cochlea. So here's a blown-up version of that. Your cochlea is your organ of hearing, okay? You have little hair cells in there. They take the signal and send it up the 8th cranial nerve, or the cochlear nerve, of brain. So that part can start to weaken, all right? And that's not a good thing, okay? Because your brain's one of those things that if you don't use it, you'll lose it, yeah. So we always like to share, and this is talking about that medical model that I was talking about before, these articles with our patients. These are just 2 that were recently done. They were both out of Johns Hopkins University. All right, do you have any questions before we start testing?
Nope.
All right, perfect. All right, Lawrence, come on over here. Move this so you can see how he's responding. hearing. Can you hear me? What she's going to be seeing, okay?
Where's it light up at?
You're not going to see it, but we're going to see it. I'm just explaining to her. So when this lights up, that means he responds, okay? All right, we're going to get started now. We're going to be in your right ear. Some noise in your left ear, okay? It's going to be like a shh. Ignore that. Listen for the beep. I'm going to print up his results and then we'll go over them. Alright, let me get Jen hooked here. Get them and then we'll go over it, okay?
Okay.
Do you hear low better than you hear high?
Well, yeah, I probably can hear a little lower.
That's what it looked like.
Hmm.
I think that's
Evidently ain't too bad.
Alright.
You know, your information on this stuff, I like to maybe give it to my sister and have her come in here.
Yeah, we can.
She's having a real tough time, and her problem is the hearing aids cost so much money. She's trying to figure out a way she could do it, even if she just gets one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But she's pretty bad.
Yeah, we can definitely get you
I don't
stuff.
think I'm too bad. I think I'm halfway there.
Halfway there. You do have a significant hearing loss.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I like to do is put this onto here, because we know what the normal is, okay? Alright, so the X's are your left ear, the circles are your right ear, okay? Now if we look at just the low pitches, alright, you can see those vowels. Now, when we get over here to the higher pitches, you can see that none of your responses are within the normal limits. Okay, I had to make it louder for you to hear the rest of those words, and that's a good thing.
Okay.
Okay. When we have normal conversation, okay, one-on-one, usually we're talking around 35, 40 decibels. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. A lot of people with this type of hearing loss report that when it's one-on-one, it's not bad. But if and you get up and you put your head into the refrigerator and you're still talking, you might hear that she's saying something, but it might not be as clear.
Real clear. Okay, yeah.
Also, hearing at a distance, so if she's in another, not so good. Do you experience any of that?
Well, like I said, we're in the car and we're going down the road. She speaks softly anyway. She'll.
I'm going to read the words to you, and I just want you to repeat them back, just like you did, okay?
Back in there?
Nope, you're going to stay there.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to put some distance between us. So,
Oh, okay.
so I'm going to have you come on over here and have a seat in this chair. Right, and then I want you to turn your chair and face her.
Face her?
Yep, let's just move it this way. So there you go. You can see there's a little bit of distance between us. Okay. All right, so So this test is gonna, I just wanna know how you're hearing, okay? I'm gonna have her cover her face though, because I don't want you to see her facial expressions or her lips. We actually read lips a lot more than we think we do. Sometimes we don't even know we're doing it. So if you have a hearing loss, sometimes you try to compensate and you just start to read lips. Alright, so these words I'm going to have her read. If you get them right, she'll move on to the next one. If you get it wrong, she'll stop, put the board down, say it again, okay, to see if you can, normal conversational voice. Don't be louder, don't be soft, just how you normally would talk, okay? Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to do this list here.
L's.
Hell.
Say it again.
L's.
We took away the crutches of you seeing her, contextual clues, just the words, okay? We gave you 10 words. How do you think you did?
Well, I think I have one word anyway.
So that's 10%. That's not so good. You can't tell me you don't see signs of that every day.
No, I don't talk that much stuff. Really, you know, I'm in there watching Davey or something. Since I've had my knee done, I got to rest my leg, and I'm watching the TV, and I'm downstairs watching it too. She says it's awful loud, but then the speaker's in the back of the TV, and they go upstairs where she's sitting, and it's not as loud to me down there. But I can imagine I'm losing my hearing somewhat because, you know, just like talking to her now, you know, the words were close, but
Right. It was a lot of those, you got the vowels, the meat of the word, you know, L, but you didn't get the S. And that's that clarity, those higher pitches. Let's see if we can make that better, okay? Alright, I'm going to put some instruments on you, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to put this around your neck. This is for me to communicate with them, okay? So I'm going to put them in your ear. They're not on right now, okay? They're not going to hear anything different. I just want you to feel them, see how they feel in your ear. So the first thing you're going to notice is that it's going to feel like there's something in your ear, because there's something in your ear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how does it feel?
Feels all right.
What did you say?
It feels all right.
Alright, yeah, they're light, they're small, nothing, you know, too much. You might feel a little bit of itchiness, pressure. That's completely normal, okay? That only lasts for a few days, 3 to 5 days. Then your ears will go, oh, not hearing so well, okay? Also, the clock ticking, papers moving, that's going to sound different, the noise around you, all right? I'm going to turn them on, but I'm only going to turn them on to about 50. Hate it. We don't want that, okay? So I'm going to turn them on at 50%. All right, so they're on. So when you wear hearing aids, we leave you here for about 2 weeks at 50%, okay? Just to get your brain to pick up those sounds again, just hearing a little bit better, okay? Prescription. All right, so here we are at about 75% of your prescription.
Had coffee and donuts this morning, and coffee and orange juice. We went shopping yesterday.
Shared your breakfast with the cat.
Yeah.
Our cat likes chocolate donuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does.
How does your voice sound?
Well, it sounds different, I can tell you that. I have a little bit of a problem with phlegm in my throat.
All right, so here we are at about 100% of your prescription. How's it sound to you?
Sounds pretty good.
Good.
Like my voice sounds like it's a little bit of an echo in there.
Yep. You need to build those connections back up. All right. Now, we're going to do the words again with her voice, and I
Okay.
want to see how well you do. This list here for me.
And
peach,
peach.
Pitch. How you can hear at a distance with those on.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, come with me. We're going to ask you some questions, okay?
All right.
And I just want you to answer the questions.
I can hear you clearly now, yeah.
Alright, Lawrence, I want you to come on out. Stay right where you are. There you go. I want you to see where she was standing. Do you see her? Come on over here. Mm-hmm.
so if you're in one room, it's hard to
To
hear.
hear on the other room. I mean, that's not the way you want to have a conversation, but safety reasons, other things, you know, if you're in another room and you need something or vice versa, it's a good thing to be able to hear.
Mhm.
What kind of impact would it have on you guys if he could hear like that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? How would it affect you?
Didn't know that, huh?
No? No, I didn't.
Would you like to hear like this all the time?
Well, yeah, I imagine I would. You know what I mean?
You can bring the chair up closer if you want.
All right, but these like hearing aids that I got in there now, that they are going to be skinny ear like you got up here.
Well, we have different styles. The technology is what's on the inside. The outside can look like different things. So, do you have a preference?
No, not really.
The pros and cons of both, okay? The ones that you have on right now, it's so let me show you. So this is what he has on right now. So let me show you what it looks like. This little piece goes into your ear. Now, you know, before they were pretty large, a lot smaller. You want to look in the mirror at yourself?
I didn't see them.
Yep.
You get a little battery, nothing.
Yep, there's a little battery in there. But I teach you how to take care of them, what to do and everything. But speaking of the batteries, if you get hearing aids, you become part of our lifetime customer service guarantee, okay? And what that means is that you get free hearing aid batteries as long as you're wearing the hearing aids, okay? So every time, so I want to see you at least 3 to 4 times a year to professionally clean your hearing aids, okay? I have a machine back there, kind of has like a vacuum on it, vacuum out because we want to make sure that they're working at their best for you to hear your best. You know, if glasses get dirty, you know, they don't work as well. You need to wipe them off. It's kind of the same thing with the hearing aids, but we give them a deep cleaning. Or year 2, depending on the hearing aid, loss and damage warranty. So if you lose a hearing aid or it's damaged beyond repair, I had a gentleman the other day come in. His dog got a hold of his hearing aid because he left. So how do you feel about it?
Well, I had to sit down. We got to talk it over because we're on a fixed income. I just retired.
Speaking of your sister, we'll give her a free hearing screening.
Yeah.
Okay, it's, you know, the same thing we did here today, to see how she's doing. What we're trying to do is called Mission 1 Million, okay? So we believe at Hearing Unlimited that everyone age 55 and over should have an annual hearing screening as part of their overall.
You know, her problem is
The payment.
her payment.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And again, we do have other options, you know.
and her insurance.
Because that's usually what happens. You'll go home and you'll, should ask that. So I want to, you know, answer them for you.
You know, we can see what we can afford and go from there. You say you start out like at 50%, then you, have to come back in it.
Yep.
Turned up?
Mhm.
Then you're gonna holler at me then, huh? I'll be able to hear you. When you holler at me.
Have a good conversation.
You said how many months is that?
That's 60 months.
60 months, 5 years.
But you can always, pay off.
Beforehand, yeah.
Need to do, I just know that you can do so much better, so that's why I want to, help you.
Sometimes your situation, your financial situation changes too.
Well, since I retired, coming in, other than Social Security and stuff,
Right.
So, once I get these legs done, then I can do a little bit of work on the side. I can come up with some more money here and there,
Let me give you this, okay? It's just a receipt for your records. There was no charge for anything today. Okay? And then, if you have any questions, write them down.
We'll write them down and you
then
contact us. We'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. It was very nice meeting you both.
You too.
People do come in and get stuff done. Like I just came in and I forgot you sent that letter out.
We get quite a few people that come in.
Did they?
Mhm. It's kind of one of those things where, as I was saying, hearing is pushed over here,
Yeah.
So you kind of have to.
Make them admit that they can't hear finally.
That's one of the hardest things. People deny. They don't realize what they're missing, and that's a normal thing because hearing loss is one of those things that's so all your waking hours, not when you're
sleeping. You take them out.
Yeah.
That was one question I.
Yeah, you can't listen to TV all night.
See, that's like her mother. When her mother was living, we got her hearing aids.
Mm-hmm.
And when she put her head down, it would beep.
No, when she laid on the...
Well, they'd beep. But then one day I guess she made we still have them at home.
Yeah.
They were how long ago did you have them things? Somebody said some people can redo your hearing aids.
What does hers look like?
They're
They
serious.
want to
They were
fit in
probably
your ear.
serious,
I'm like
One
20 years.
moldy your ear. And
Yeah, those ones cannot be reprogrammed because they're custom to that person's ear. Yes.
Must be this one.
Where was the other one?
Um,
Right here.
Nope, it's the left ear.
Oh, is it?
Yep, that was 67%.
I tell my daughters they'll want to pay some of the money.
That could be part of your Christmas gift, right?
Yeah, well, I'll just tell them, hey, I can't hear you no more. Thank you
Well,
very much.
You're welcome.
They know that already.
It's a bitch when you get old,
I hear that a lot, actually. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, great, thank you. I don't even know where that stuff is kept in here.
Look in his, no, not that.
Every time I come here, Jeanette, it's moved. Everything's moved. Last time I had to go into Stevie's room and get it. Huh. There's no boxes.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
But every time I come here, it's different.
Your next picture. Yeah.
All right.
Linda was so nice. So you have their information for their benefits tonight.
Wonderful.
Because she's leaving at 3 today.
I love her.
Yes. So here's your last 2 new patients.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A new one that's supposed to be for sub-zero weather, and it's freezing it.
It's not doing well.
No, I got my old coat, and I thought, heck, there ain't even frost on my car windshield. Have the blaze thing. It said it's going to be a high of 41. It's going to be like 28 during the night.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
My goodness. Alright, I'm gonna clean them up, okay?
Goody. And when you do, make sure you're careful with that little thing because they come up.
Okay.
Real easy.
Okay.
And then I come in here to get them dug out. I think the last time he says, I pressed real hard. I don't know, but it came out 3 times so far. Out.
Yeah.
But they were digging for all they were worth, the nurse and the doctor, and he says, well, I don't have the right instruments, you know.
Right.